How's it going, everybody? And thank you so much for tuning in. Today, we're going to be taking a look back at the SH Figuarts Piccolo, the proud Namekian. Let's get started. And here we have our man Piccolo. And this guy is quite a solid release. So, jumping into it, he can look upwards as well as down quite deeply, no problem. Nice range of motion between the head and neck joints. Antenna are a hard piece of plastic, so you got to watch out for these. I feel like they might snap easily. Arms, his arms are fantastic. They're great. I mean, he can move them upwards a-okay. And they have such a crazy butterfly joint. I mean, look at this. They come out far. So there's no movement, if you will, right here. Like some of the Dragon Ball characters have like the sleeves of the shirt themselves that kind of move around, but not this guy. Instead, it's like this really crazy joint right here in itself that pops out, giving him quite some reach. And I like it. It's different, but I very much like it. It does let him, again, get some crazy poses. So he will have a bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, hands on ball pegs, and very nice attention to detail with the ripples and the line work of his arms right here in the greens, as well as the pinks and the reds. Just, they got it done very nicely. He will have a ball peg right here at the chest, allowing him to get some nice crunches, as well as one at the waist, so he can dip backwards quite significantly. He will have a bit of gappage, as well as forwards, and again, a little bit of gappage on the backside, but that's not a problem. He can get it all done. Legs, kick forward, backward, thigh cut with that 2.0 mold, double jointed knees, very smooth, ankle rocker on his little boots, and toe hinge on the tips. You can see his legs peeking out as well. Very nicely done. And yeah, very cool figure. I enjoyed this one quite a bit. I never owned the original 1.0 Piccolo, so when this guy released, I definitely snagged him on the quick end. In regards to accessories, I'm going to pop off the first of many heads. So he's going to have to start 3 heads without the turban on. This is the first one, stoic, and they're not bad. I will say that I didn't really like the line work with like the lips, I guess. It was on the pinker side, which is kind of odd. I did go over it a little bit with some like black Sharpie and kind of like smoothed it out a bit, but it just looked a little off to me. And it still does, even trying to fix it, it just looks a little weird. So that's the first head. He also has a angry, yelling, veins popping out right here. Very cool stuff. Paintwork inside the mouth is great as well. And then he's gonna have a gritted teeth, ready to shoot the special beam cannon. Eyes are unique, looks very nicely done. And he's gonna have the 2 other head sculpts with the turban. So first one right here, stoic as well. And the turban, you can pop it off to attach it to the second one right here, which is a yelling, kind of off to the side looking type of head sculpt. So very cool stuff. He is going to have a total of 3 pairs of hands and then 1 specific right hand, if you can guess what it is. So number 1, he will have the pair of fisted hands. He will also have a pair of grabbing hands. Nails are nice and sharp. A pair of open splayed hands. And of course, a single right hand for the special beam cannon. He also comes with the crossed arms accessory, which on Piccolo, it feels really good. Like popping off the arms to put this piece on him, it stays secured. I really like the way they went ahead and did it for Piccolo in comparison to some other Dragon Ball figures where it just, I don't know, it doesn't really work for me the way they just kind of pop in and out. Like this guy, they did it right with Piccolo. I enjoyed that. He will also have a options part for his left arm to make it seem as if it's been severed during the Raditz fight. Got some pink blood, so that's pretty cool. He also brings his cloak, which is in separate pieces. So you have this first piece right here. Solid piece of plastic. It is a bit on the softer side. It's got some shading throughout. It looks really good. You know, not gonna lie, it looks nice. And then you have the actual cape itself, which, yeah, I could see what they were going for when this guy first released, but you know, with figures nowadays, such as, well, the Super Saiyan Gohan and the mini Piccolo from Daima, the cloth is where it's gonna be at. So this is gonna be 3 separate pieces, got some shading, and basically you untab this purple portion back here from his back, revealing this little area. And just pop that in there. So again, I can see what they were going for, but I really do hope that they try a Piccolo again and give him a cloth cape. He also comes with these 2 little options parts, which plug into that backside right there, and you are able to go ahead and just push in a Tamashii stand into the little port right here and have him floating and just, you know, doing some cool poses with his cape and what have you. But kind of, it's interesting. It's pretty interesting the way they went ahead and made this guy. But again, he is quite dope. All right, and that's when it comes to the accessories for him. So in regards to a size comparison as well as color comparison, I'm going to bring in the Beast Gohan. Definitely has a lighter shade of purple than the darkness that I think this guy's got going on. I'm also going to bring in Orange Piccolo. For scale, let's throw in that scale. Also very different shade of purple. Try and scooch them back here. And then into frame, I'm going to bring in these Super Saiyan Gohan. So all of these purples are quite different. And then we have Gohan with his cloth cape. Again, this portion of the cape that he has is a bit softer, so I really do hope that they're able to go ahead and make something like this in the future for our man. That way he can sport out that new attire, and I'm really looking forward to it. So with that, let's wrap it up. So let's talk about Piccolo. The SH Figuarts Piccolo, Proud Namekian, is a solid release. I still very much enjoy this figure. He's got great articulation, comes with nice accessories, head sculpt, very expressive, but I really hope that Tamashii Nations releases a Piccolo with a cloth cape. At this point in time, we've already received the SH Figuarts Super Saiyan Gohan as well as the Piccolo Mini from Dragon Ball Daima. Both of those have the cloth cape, which is very nicely done with the wiring and posability. And I can appreciate what they tried to do when this guy was originally released with his cape design, but I do think that they got to go ahead and release him once more with that cloth cape. That's just my opinion. I really just hope that they go ahead and do that. Granted, you can also buy third-party capes for him, but I would like an official release and just another take. Get some different heads, maybe accessories, special beam cannon, light grenade, and just go from there. But regardless, I do still recommend this figure. He is a lot of fun. If you have any questions, please feel free to leave a comment down below. You can check out my Instagram at gojiboy93. We're going to find photos of this guy as well as many other Dragon Ball figures in my collection. Until next time, guys, peace.